Does the historic line from Jokic prove that he deserved to be the MVP this season?
You said it's looking like he's going to win it?
SGA, that's
I don't know. The media fighting this one. I think Jokic might win this.
Votes are already been tabulated.
Oh,
Just
but
waiting for
that's
the
the
announcement.
reason I hate they do this so
Nah,
they
SGA
wait so
got this
long.
one. Fuck out of here.
I hope he do.
No, he do. He do.
I hope.
Swack
Votes
them.
have been in.
Swack them niggas 4-0. Send them home. Show you who the captain is.
I'm saying that's what the Nuggets need to do to the Thunder.
4-0, swack them. Send them home packing.
I don't like how anybody can shoot for OKC. But yeah, I think Jokic is I think Jokic he making his case. He making his case.
We said
I wanted SGA to win it all year. And you know what I'm saying? But I think Jokic is for sure. Just the way he coaching his team and the way he care a little more. I like any player that's care right now. Anybody that care a little bit, I'm on your side.
So speaking of that, there's often jokes flying online about Jokic not caring, only wanting to tend to his horses back home in Serbia. But look at this clip from last night. It shows you some of the fire and intensity he has. Leave the huddle. Player coach.
They like,
Die.
I like him better than the coach they got.
Motherfuckers they watch what they want to watch. I don't like that idea, dog. That shit is.
What you mean?
Yeah, that. Die.
All day. All day.
I pointed it out when we was playing, when we was watching the game, and I was like, look at Jokic right now.
Yep.
Wanted to quit. Was walking, yelling at the bench. I'm like, man, if anybody else would have done this shit,
that's how it go, though.
Right, they talk about Luka cry. I'm like, look at this man.
No,
they on a fast break. Like, I'm saying, like, the whole game until they start coming back now.
Think
now
about
you
it
got the
somebody
energy.
from America doing that shit. Somebody.
I was sitting there watching. I was like, yo, this man has the worst body language ever.
Yeah, for sure.
This shit is horrible. Every play, this man was like,
For sure.
yep, every single time.
For sure.
But there's one thing that when we was watching the game, I said, man, it looks like Denver's not playing very well.
yeah.
It looks like OKC is balling, but they only down 10. Right? I'm saying this just looks like a real big comeback. Like it doesn't look like, the score doesn't look how it's playing. And Denver didn't play very well. Right? They didn't shoot the ball very well. They had more free throws, had more offensive rebounds, had more rebounds. They out-rebounded a team that had 2 7-footers, which is weird. And it just seems like, well, if y'all couldn't blow them out while they had this performance, right? You had way more assists than them. Like, it was just an ugly game for Denver, and they pulled it out. I'm like,
That's the thing about basketball, though, and how it is today. It is that, like OKC, it's sometimes when the corner nigga just ain't supposed to shoot. You know what I'm saying? You just ain't supposed to shoot, and everybody at OKC can shoot. And that be hurting sometimes.
It's trying to be like Boston.
Yeah, you can't. It just look right like, hell yeah, we want you to shoot it. You know, we don't care if you make it or not. The fact that you get to shoot, let us know later in the game we gonna be straight. And that's that's where it evens out, because it's like, man, everybody ain't supposed to be shooting, man. Whether if you can shoot or not, you just ain't supposed to.
Jalen Williams remind me of Brandon Bowman. A lot of similarities, 6'8", shoot the mid-range, tough defender. He young though. Jalen Williams can get that second gear, man. You can get him a chance. I just think the Nuggets' experience is gonna kill him in the end.
Yep.
It's gonna kill him in the end.
I don't know,
SGA
man.
can't do it by himself.
And he don't know how to win. He don't know how to win yet.
I think the Nuggets shot how they supposed to shoot, though. They ain't really a three-point shooting team like that to me. And also, all these teams have been blowing everybody out. I don't think they was ready for these comebacks. Like OKC blew out fucking Memphis. I thought they probably thought the same thing was gonna happen once you get a big lead. It was gonna chill, but nah, you're playing against a totally different team now. So I think both teams got a rude awakening from Boston to OKC.
What's the matchup, too?
We're not gonna forget
But
about
Boston
Cleveland.
played bad. Okay.
But they were still up.
need to get-
But I'm saying they played bad. OKC didn't play bad. Denver was playing bad.
Thunder least blown leads in the NBA this season.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't forget about Cleveland.
Well, and Cleveland, all them
Wake up.
top seeds
All
lost.
the teams that thought it was sweet.
Yeah.
But it's certain teams like the Knicks, the Nuggets, they know who they going to. You know what I'm saying? That'd be important in that fourth. When you don't know who you going to and everybody just shooting in that fourth, it'd be like, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, shoot
Yeah,
shit.
hell yeah. We're going with the percentages now. Shit.
Just out here just chucking up anything. Go sit in the corner.
Them go-to guys scare you.
Thanks.
Oh, shit.
So you talked about Jokic's body language, but we saw that clip, him fired up. We've seen clips since Mike Malone got booted.
I'm
Jokic
laughing
coaching
how the
team.
switch up is so real, dog. When I said they only had one star, the other motherfuckers is too young. Alright. You can go on. That's crazy now.
They still in it now.
No, I'm just saying that, you know,
Well, you said they can still win it?
No,
they got
I
one
said
player
they win it.
that's proven. Everybody else is kind of young and
But I mean,
But the way they lost,
The way
that's why
OKC
team got Hartenstein, got
OKC not
Caruso.
ready.
oh
Young-
shit. Oh my God, Caruso. Oh my God.
20 piece in the game.
Whoa, yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
disrespect
yeah,
Caruso.
20?
20
Yeah.
off the bench.
Still winning, though.
5 steals.
If Caruso is
But he,
if that's what you're relying on, that he has to be your second best player.
hey, I'd
playing
rather
against Jokic.
I rely on Caruso over Brown, whatever the motherfucking name, on Denver.
Christian Brown.
Christian Brown.
Caruso don't play on Denver.
Christian Brown do
He's
play.
saying,
No, I mean he don't play. Well, what does that got to
He-
do? They not relying
That's how
on
they
Christian
were.
Brown.
Yeah, you have
No, they don't.
Yes, you
Last
do.
night they
For
did.
threes. Yeah, for threes,
Yeah.
you have
There you
to.
go.
He had a double-double.
He had a double
And
double.
he had a
He's not
20
a
balls
double-double
against
guy.
the Clippers.
Clippers in game
Yeah.
7.
Not a
We're not
double-double
talking
guy?
about Christian
Oh.
Brown. We talking about who is OKC's second option.
We know.
The same
who
thing
it is,
I
though.
said. Who is it? Is he good enough to help carry the load with him?
Who is Denver's second option?
Jamal Murray. And then you got Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon, you also have Westbrook.
But if you take out Aaron Gordon, we have Murray, who is a proven second option. He used to be a first option until he got hurt. So you have those two that if Jokic goes down, we know who's good enough to carry. And I said, OKC don't have that. Their second best player is a very young kid.
And we talked about that with SGA's pops as well, and he acknowledged that Jalen Williams young coming into his own, but
Man, he's still, you know,
does
those,
not have
I mean, that's
quite
what I
enough
said, like,
playoff experience just yet.
when you look at the group, it's a veteran team, but their second and third main piece is still just very young right now. And I you can see it, like Jalen and Chet, right? They're young. They're gonna do some young people shit. Right?
They play as a group.
Yeah, they play as a group, but when I need you to do it, that young shit come out. And I'm like, well, you know, Denver, like,
I don't know.
them vets, like, they not gonna take no bullshit. Like, they not gonna take no bullshit shots. Like, even with Christian Brown, he's still hesitant on some of the shit he do. Right? He's like,
I mean, shit, even when he got that,
like you,
shit, even when he got that rebound, remember he
like
was
when
hesitant.
he was gonna get ready to go, and he was like, let me
Nope.
go ahead and give it up.
Russ,
Yeah.
And I know when Russ got it, he was like, oh shit, oh shit. Oh shit, Russ.
Russ doing his shit. Huh?
Yeah, I was a little nervous. He made that back. I said, "Oh, all right."
Right. And quick before we continue, everybody who's watching the stream, if you're having audio issues, refresh very quickly, get right back to the show. But let's keep it going. But yeah, you talk about that last play.
Young and all, they
Can we
still
talk?
lost.
Can we talk about the last play?
Young and all,
Yeah,
they
we can
still
get-
lost off what the coach told them to do, though.
Nah, that's irrelevant.
And we're going to talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
Nah,
is.
that's irrelevant.
Because you got to make them free throws.
He makes the free throws, it's a different ball. But there were some coaching miscues from Dagnall in that game.
Man, that's
And he said fouling on threes is a philosophy they have, but you had Jokic on the bench. SGA got that dunk. They thought they were going to foul in that situation, be able to get Joker back in. Foul right away. That leads to these opportunities. Obviously, hindsight 2020. But on the OKC side, Shai remains confident that his team will bounce back after letting the lead slip away in game 1.
Yeah. It should be good. It should be fun.
There you go.
We're going to find out what we're made of, what we're really made of.
I love it.
and we couldn't expect it to be smooth sailing this whole journey. No journey in life is, and we know that. And today was a bump in the road, unexpected. No one expects to lose, especially that way, but it's the game of life, so it's about how you respond to getting knocked down, and that's what we got to do next game.
Listen, that's what I was watching the motherfucker 5 and 20, looking at his Gatorade receipt. Yeah, you know, so this Gatorade, the ingredients
Thirst quencher.
is like
It's thirst quencher.
Shit was hot, bro.
yeah.
It was hot.
Jalen Wood, 5.
I love it.
5 for 20 in the game.
Swag at the
All-Star edition.
little ASAP.
Because they needed that game.
Horrible out of bounds play.
Huh?
It's
ASAP.
horrible out of bounds play, right? You know, Shai just got a backdoor. Obviously, it was going to take away. You're supposed to get the ball again. The person who's taking the ball out of bounds, Caruso, you're supposed to give him the ball
Get
again.
Shai the ball. Shai should never be in that
Give it to somebody young, and some young shit. But you're supposed to give it to your best player, the best player who just, you know. So you got a guy up there who ain't been in them situations before, and he missed both free throws.
Yeah, it was fouling too early, too. Though. They was fouling too early, too. OKC.
Huh?
They fouled the man, like, soon when he touched the ball, they just touched him. He couldn't even, supposed to let some clock run out before you foul, right? If you're going to do that, at least let him dribble up the court. That got to take a couple seconds off.
I don't like fouling.
I don't either. I would have just let him.
I don't
take
like
my chance.
fouling. I do not like fouling up 3. It's designed for an L.
Giving
Right.
points away don't make sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't make
Like you
Because now, if they make their 2 free throws, they're gonna foul you.
Yep,
Now,
you gotta make
whatever.
two.
Now you gotta make it.
Yeah, you put the pressure back on you.
Yeah, because if he misses it, they gotta foul. Game over.
Yep.
If he makes it,
Do it again.
I got the last shot. I don't lose.
Yeah.
So it's a situation like I've always asked. Why do
the free throw.
Yeah, that was dumb yesterday. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, Paolo, can you cue?
All right, so what I remember about basketball, picture head right here. Stop it. All right, right here, what I was taught about basketball, whether it's point guard or small shooting guard, get the ball, cross the midline. Cross the midline is going towards the middle of the floor, which collapses the whole defense for an open shot. Russell Westbrook is a standard point guard who understands that. And the moment he caught it, he looked up and he seen that the only thing he could do was to attack. And he seen what he seen, was a wide open man. And that's Aaron Gordon having the intelligence to run the floor, space out. Chet got to make a decision, late, bottoms. That's all Russ. That's all basketball savvy, push the break. Because if Russ keeps the ball in his right hand and he tries to go baseline, it's a dead play.
And I think a lot of us thought that was going to be
Yeah.
Russ. You know, Russ only knows one speed.
Clock left. Though.
I think in that moment, he stopped thinking about himself and he was like, all right, I need to make a play
Yeah.
for somebody. And we in transition, 3-4 seconds left. I think he made the perfect play, the perfect basketball play for the win, and it was in real time. And I applaud. I want to applaud.
Look how hard Joker running for that rebound.
I mean, they didn't need a 3, though. But I get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean-
it's still 5 seconds left when he got it.
I mean, they down 1, so you don't.
blow
I mean, you
by,
don't need a
yeah.
3, but I mean, I'll take
You
it.
can get no better shot than that.
It's a comfortable shot.
Yeah.
Running
But
into
you
it. We worked on that right there.
I mean, I'm not. I mean, I ain't gonna front. I mean, I ain't gonna front. You could
Low
get him off a little bit and.
Touch half court, come back. That's the drill we do. Touch half court,
We all
right
love to
back.
have that shot, will we?
All night.
No, I mean, no, it's a good shot. I'm just saying, Russ could have went down the middle some more and get him to.
One more dribble with
commit.
Russ.
Turnover.
That shit-
Yeah,
Off
but
his foot.
Yeah, you already
something
know.
Crazy.
You already-
He did exactly what he was supposed to do.
We've seen both
Still
sides.
contested.
If he missed that, me saying we didn't
No.
need a 3.
If he misses that, that was a horrible play.
Yeah, that's what I'm
that's
saying.
a
He
great
just said
shot.
We didn't
Right,
need a
that's what I'm
3.
saying.
Wide open.
Because you don't need, but you don't need a 3 though.
He could have drove.
If he misses
Wide
that,
open shot.
Yeah.
But you don't need a 3.
who is the worst shooter on the court?
Right.
That's in
Why
a position to
he
shoot. Right here. So, I mean, as a defensive team, you're living with that.
You living with who, Russ? With the ball? Because Russ,
You're living
No, you're living with
Russ is
Aaron-
the worst
Aaron
shooter
Gordon.
in the
No,
floor right now.
you're no.
Aaron Gordon.
You're living with Aaron Gordon shooting a three.
Shooting a three
that,
with Chet,
you're
with Chet closing
And that's
out.
why Chet was basically stopping Russ from getting in the basket.
And they didn't need a
Nuggets
three, so he
happy.
could have went right. I mean,
That's
either
what I'm
way.
saying.
The Nuggets happy they getting the catch, even if it's
Yeah, no, I mean, both sides is happy.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? You're like, okay, that ain't Jokic, that ain't Murray. Okay, we cool.
Both sides can't be happy. One side won, one side lost.
I'm just talking about at this moment, we stopping right now.
Game.
Not talking about the game.
Game. I'm Aaron Gordon, that's game. Because guess what I just did? I had a game winner before.
A dunk.
I hit a 3 to tie. I think I put us in position before that with a 3.
Yeah, he's
A game before that, I hit a 3 to put us in position. Everybody knows I can hit this shot. What you talking about? We in position for a reason.
Game winners.
dunked on Chet earlier in this game.
A lot.
All right, well, let's talk Thunder side of things. So OKC head coach Mark Dagnall took the blame for the Thunder fouling up 3 and deciding to go back and forth with free throws, which ultimately hurt them. Here's what he said.
The fouling up 3, that's on me. You know, I think given the foul and getting the foul executed is critical. So if, you know, there's something to be learned from that, it's probably giving it too early on my part. But that's not on the players. They're executing what I'm telling them to do.
Yeah, he said that is the Thunder philosophy. They always foul up 3. At that point, Jokic out of the game. He had 5 fouls. SJ gets that dunk. They foul right away.
I've always asked the coach, why do y'all do that? And I've never heard one smart, responsible answer. It's like, that's what they were taught. That's what they teach. I've never understood it. Because if they do miss, game over. If they make it, it's just tie game, bro.
It is the right time to do it. I feel like under
to
3
give
or
two,
2.
you're giving them You're giving them 2
But
points.
if I'm up 3 and it's like 2 or 3 seconds left, I could see it
Yeah,
then.
it's
But
2
not
seconds.
13.
It was like 10
Yeah, yeah,
seconds left.
yeah.
Like I've said, Jokic on the bench at that point. They were trying to sub him back in, thought they were going to play the foul game. SGA gets that dunk.
Remember I said it. I was like, I mean, they score when they're going to hit these 2 free throws, foul you. There's still about 9 seconds left.
So
I can still score again and then fouling like there's too many possessions.
The other part of that conversation, SGA 90% free throw shooter. Should he took it that dunk there? I'm saying get the 2 points, right? Always.
Yeah.
When he got the dunk?
Or do you try and burn a little more?
No, get the
No,
get your
no,
2 points.
Yeah,
You got to get your fucking points.
They were talking about on Inside the NBA. I think the thought process.
No.
was
They
like-
hit game winners. Don't even worry about that. Everybody on Inside the NBA didn't know.
But I'm thinking the same thing.
They
Like,
know none of them got the ball talking about, like, so this ain't even in conversation.
and I was rolling with it because it put me over on my pick 'em on underdog. I needed 32.5.
Like,
Shout out to the 33. I'll say dunk it.
The problem is, it's as a coach, you ran a play that got a wide open layup. And then you double back on the same play. Like they're that stupid. Run another play, something different, to make sure your guy gets the ball. To make sure your guy, the MVP or the runner-up gets the ball. That's if this was Denver, there's only 2 people that was going to get the ball in that situation: Murray or Jokic. Murray first, Jokic second. If I can't give them the ball, fuck a timeout.
Anytime you try to be smarter than the game, that shit always gonna show. Coaches that be trying to do some shit like that, like, come on, bro. How you gonna get some niggas some points? What we doing? Just stay on the sideline. At the end of the day, you still on the sideline. You ain't doing the hooping shit. So why are you giving niggas points?
For real.
Giving niggas points.
Dang,
Some niggas
man.
don't want to be at that free throw line.
Yeah, bro.
We saw last night.
For real.
That ball
I know
feel like a
somebody
brick.
on the couch who get free-
That ball get heavy.
All 7 foot just.
That ball get
I know
heavy,
nigga
man.
that tapped on the chest at the free throw line.
That shit got so heavy. Christian Brown didn't even want the rebound. He
But
was-
How did that feel?
You
though,
saw
when a
Russ
nigga
on that man.
yeah, right? Christian
Hey,
Brown.
y'all don't-
Or Westbrook.
Yeah, they was like, man, fuck that. I was like,
yeah, I'm good.
You saw Westbrook peel out on the second missed free throw, leaving Brown to get it. But
Brown
I
was
said
like,
before
man,
that
I
shot,
don't, fuck this. I don't want to turn this shit over.
Yeah, Christian Brown came like this.
they were both just looking
don't
at
want to
it.
be at that line, free throw line.
That's why Russ knew. He said, I'm passing this one, not today. They not getting me today.
Survey, Russ. Russ, when you survey,
Not-
good things
it's not on me
happen.
Somebody was
today.
like, don't foul me at the free throw.
Was you the
I don't want that.
Was you the
I don't want
Well,
that.
Russ?
LeBron
Yeah, that was a
nigga.
great play. That was a great play.
You would have made that pass?
Yeah, hopefully I would have. Shit.
Man,
that was a great play.
I'd hit that motherfucker in the right and bop, right back left. And bop.
I told you.
I told you.
You're down one.
Down one, they got the best shot.
I'm getting booed at the end of the game, bro. If I'm gonna get booed, I'm getting booed on my own accord. Right? I'm not getting booed trying to make a good play. No.
See, that was a nigga that's saying you had a franchise. Yeah. I never had a franchise, so I would be like, hold up.
And I know you're not passing to a motherfucker lower than you.
Shit up me. No, man.
No, that was a good play for Russ. I mean, that was a good play for him.
That's a great play for Russ.
Russ. Because he's going to make that play every single time.
Come on now. Huh? We just seen Russ jump in there and throw it off a nigga. The nigga checking him. We just seen Russ do that, so we got to praise Russ.
Nah, for sure. That's a great play. Nah, for sure. You got to.
Hey, I was like, yo, you don't call no time. I just go. Russ got it like, wait, okay. All right.
Young Russ probably.
I think there might have been out of timeouts at that point, though. So
he coming into himself, though. He said, like, I get on the court just to mess shit up.
Yeah.
He know himself now.
Yeah. But he said,
old team, too?
That's the Westbrook experience. You got to take the good with the bad. Made shot, missed shots, steals, turnovers. You never know what you're going to get.
He really playing his best basketball we done seen.
Nah, yeah, this is
great basketball from Russ.
Yeah.
MVP season was great, but he was still out of his mind. Gang be out of his mind. You feel me? So when you see him control like this, you gotta fuck him up.
How we not rooting for? How is we not rooting for Russ to win a chip and solidify himself in history?
Basically, after that situation that happened with the Clippers last season, getting clowned.
He's solidified.
He's fighting for it. He's fighting. He want it. He can feel that shit close.
It
it's
ain't
close.
about Russ. It's about
close.
fucking.
And he with Joker. He with somebody he can get it with.
Back in OKC, got a standing ovation when he checked in.
It's because of how
he win another championship. They're gonna say Joker the best player to ever play.
It's because of how he plays. It's how Russ plays. Everything is so boom.
Yeah.
Right? Like his steals, his rebounds, a nigga miss a layup. Like everything is so explosive. When he does bad, it looks bad. Right? Miss a layup, then foul a nigga at the 3-point line. Like it just comes in waves, and it's like you just gotta take it. Like, you know, like you gotta have
that's what I'm saying. How many times, I know you done played with a lot of coaches before y'all went pro. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't have been too many coaches that would have let y'all do that rush shit and still made it to the next level. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it
would have been.
You would have, you know what I'm saying? They'd have been like, nah, this nigga out his mind. Get him, you know,
he's too wild. Nothing like that.
He too
Westbrook
wild.
Was flying though.
I feel you. He'll fly head first into some shit though.
Nah, not young Russ. Nah,
young Russ is a crash dummy. That's
to the finals now. Come on, man. Young Russ is a
young Russ different hooper. The midi. Still play with that pace and speed. But
we never found out why KD left, but I think it got something to do with that crazy shit.
No. If KD was in that corner, that motherfucker went right. What the fuck is me? Shit, what are you talking about?
He ain't the only MVP.
No fact.
That's crazy. That's crazy. He would have went.
No, come on, man.
The freeze out on KD. So quickly before we move on.
He just tries to play too perfect sometimes.
Who?
I think a lot of his mistakes comes from he's trying to play too perfect.
Russ don't know the word perfect. He don't give a fuck about perfect.
Like sometimes he be making moves and I'm like, nah, that's the one you take. And he's
be thinking. Just be thinking too much.
Yeah, just be thinking too much sometimes.
Now,
it's the critics, man. It's the critics.
The media fucking.
He's good when he's not thinking.
You ask Russ, he say, man, it's a part of the game, making mistakes when you play hard.
Man.
You're gonna make more mistakes when you play that hard.
If you would have got 8-7 turnovers a game for your whole 10-12 year career,
that's not the stat.
Nah.
Don't throw that.
That ain't the stat. What is it?
8-7 turnovers a game for Russ is insane, bro.
What is it then?
Don't say that's going.
My fault. I don't know the stats.
I'm just saying that sounds crazy for Russ as a point guard, and you know that's insane. But I get what you're saying.
Westbrook, four turnovers per game.
Four turnovers. He averaging about what? 9, 10.
He averaged
4, 8 and 4.
Great. That was a great year.
He's 2-1.
I wanted him to win the MVP.
For 4 years.
He's 2-1.
But Russ, when you play that reckless, right? But you know how to play, the coach gonna love it because you're playing with purpose. It's purposeful.
Well,
it's always
I love Russell
purposeful.
Westbrook. Let me just say that.
Some people, he said, didn't like him, man.
I love that nigga.
The only way to disarm Russ
I
is
just
to
wish
wear
I
some-
would have.
to wear some shit he don't like.
Everybody
I
needs
like
that
he gonna check
same.
you.
I like him. He's just not on
Like
that
that-
level with Steph
Everybody
Curry.
needs that same string though. Like, you know what I'm saying? B. Jennings at the point when if you would have been doing that shit,
But I
you
feel
would have
like
been out there a long time ago.
no, I
I'm
feel
just
like
saying.
everybody that's trying to create something gonna get turnovers now. If you're out there, like, everybody that's creating,
It's
Trae
aggressive.
Youngs,
If you're
they
aggressive.
get turnovers and shit too.
But you got to do it your way. That's what he
Yeah.
do. He
Yeah, for
said,
sure.
I'm going to
That's
do it
like-
my way. It's going to be Russell Westbrook in the history books. You're going to be like,
At the end of the day, you gotta have that fuck it. That's the only way
Yeah.
to survive.
Yeah.
That fuck it.
You know why?
Westbrook was what?
You know why a lot of coaches actually like him? Because he plays so hard. So when you're talking about practice, when you're talking about preparation, when you're talking about the game,
Yeah.
and you're telling the coach to judge who he wants on the court, Russell Westbrook is going to always stand out to them. Because he does one thing that you're begging your team to do. Go hard. Give me
sure.
effort.
For sure.
That old saying, just go out there and play hard. And then you be like, wait, hold on, you gotta play smart too. But with him, just go out there and play hard. You know what I mean? And I think that's where
Yeah, I feel you.
he lies with coaches. Like the coaches, like, I want him on my team, right? Because if he can get just one or two other players to go as hard as him, we're good. You know, it's just the media just has this thing because they look at a whole bunch of empty shit that has nothing to do with the game itself. You know, you bash a dude for getting rebounds. That's effort, motherfucker. You mad at him for just effort?
Yeah. I'm with you.